Hi, this is Logan from logansrunthepodcast.com, and this is another one of our Talkshoe video tutorials. Today we're going to look at how to download, install, and configure Talkshoe Live Pro for use with the Talkshoe network. Talkshoe has two different chat clients available to you. They have the simple web browser. That is the main one that a lot of people, when you're entering the show from the Live Now section, that's the one they go on immediately. The problem with the web client is that with some browsers you may have disconnections with it. The other one is a small downloadable program called Talkshoe Live Pro. Talkshoe Live Pro has many more features available than the web client does, and it's a much more stable program, and that's what we're going to look at how to do today. The first thing you want to do is you want to actually go to the Talkshoe main page. And here's the main page here. And you scroll down to the bottom to the download link. This takes you to the Talkshoe Live download. This is only for the Talkshoe Live Pro. You do not have to download anything for the web client. What you want to do is you want to go and hit the download, and then it will show you that it is a 15.4 megabyte file. It is a standalone program, and you want to save it. And then at this time you want to decide where you want to save it to. I'm not going to actually save it because I've already downloaded it. It takes probably 3 or 4 minutes to download, depending on your dial-up speed, your internet speed, and the size of the file. But normally I would save it to my hard drive, to my desktop, and we've already done that, and it's right over here. And here is the saved file. So let's click on that. We're going to start this up. You're going to normally get, depending on your Windows operating system, a user account control. You can go ahead and OK that. And it's going through the process of going through the install wizard right now. It is a very simple, easy process. It walks you through it itself. Very simple to get through. And here we are, and we are now with the Talkshoe Live Setup Wizard. We want to continue. This here is the Terms of Service Agreement. This is all the stuff that you can and can't do with Talkshoe. I recommend you read it when you get a chance. There's also a copy available at the bottom of every page of Talkshoe. It is called the Terms of Service. But we do want to accept the agreement. If you do not accept the agreement, you can't go further. We want to hit Next. Find where you want to install the program. Normally it goes to the C file, to the program files, under a folder called Talkshoe. And I've already have it there, so yes, we're just going to overwrite it. And it's installing. And it's just that simple. Now, you do want to make sure that you do not close out this page here that we downloaded from, because once you have installed it, underneath there's a Done button. Make sure you click the Done button because this finalizes the process. You can minimize the window, but don't go in there and don't close it out. Hit the Done button. Now, for some people that like to clear out their caches and their history and everything on their computer, if they clean their computer a lot, the next time you go into that, you might see that again. Don't worry, you don't need to download it again. Just hit the Done button, and that will continue finalizing as well. Now, if you're using the new Windows 7 operating system, there's one other thing you need to do, and that is we're going to do that right now, and we also have another training video on this. But you want to find Talkshoe Live, the program. You can also go into the All Programs and scroll down and find the folder Talkshoe. Find the program and right-click on it, bringing up the Properties menu. Click on Properties. The problem with Windows 7 is that Talkshoe Live Pro is not compatible with it. But there is an easy solution. You just go up to Compatibility Mode. And as you can see, it's already checkmarked. Normally it would look like this. With that grayed out, you want to put a little check mark there to run this program in compatibility mode. You want to pull through the menu and find Windows Vista. Hit Apply and OK. Now we can go in and open a show. And I already have a show open available here. We're going to go to the Live Now section. And these are all the shows that are currently available right now. To enter using Talkshoe Live Pro, if we were to go into a show just hitting any of these buttons right over here, that would take you in using the web browser. To go in using Talkshoe Live Pro, you want to click on the actual show icon, and that will take you to the show page. From that point, this is what we're looking at right here. If you were to hit this big purple button here, that would take you in using the web client. you want to go in using the free Talkshoe Live Pro button. And it takes a moment or two for it to load up, and it loads up right here. And you could just click anywhere on the gray here to X that out. And here, this is Talkshoe Live Pro. Now, normally when you first up here, you're going to see something like this down here. This is a quick tips, and it's a little tutorial to teach you what each of the buttons stand for. I normally close it out because after you've seen it once, you don't need to see it again. But just to give you a little basic of what's going on here, all your names appear over here on the right-hand side. There I am. I'm the host. Talkshoe Messenger is always in here. That's a global program set up by Talkshoe to give messages if they need to. This icon right here that's glowing the screen, that shows that I'm in the chat room. This grayed out one with the telephone, that shows if I was on the telephone call or not, which I am not. Now, if I'm in a regular show and I was muted out and I wanted to participate, I could hit a button up here called Next in Queue. This is if you're called in, and it'll show a little symbol there raising your hand, letting the host know that you want to talk, and then he can decide if he wants to unmute you or not. And right down here is our chat message screen where you can type in your message, and we'll do that right now. And your message appears right here. Now, if you're used to chat clients, there's a difference in how things are done here. Everything, whenever you type something in, goes across the screen. It doesn't go down vertically down the screen like you would think in some chat messages, but everything goes across the screen. And that enables you to tie things together with a thread. If I were to click on this button here, and you can see that there's a blue outline now around hi viewers, and the color of the submit chat messages has changed. If I were to type in a message, you can see that the two now are linked by different colors. That connects and tells people that those are tied together as a thread. Just unclick that again and you go back to normal. And Talkshoe has 5 or 6 different colors available that they use for that. But it's a neat little feature where if I was talking with Talkshoe Messenger and they made a statement and I wanted to connect my comment to that, I could click on it and we would tie it together by color to give people an idea that those messages are actually connected to each other. This is a feature that is only available in Talkshoe Live Pro. Also on Talkshoe Live Pro, down at the bottom, we have the Shoe phone. Normally we recommend that you dial in on a telephone call, a cell phone, or using an SIP program. But if you don't have any of those available and you have a regular jack headset, not a USB headset, but one with the jacks, you can dial in to Shoe phone using this connection to this button down here. This is only available on Talkshoe Live Pro. I will advise you that Shoe phone does have, well, some people would say it's not the best quality, and if you want to dial in with something, use a cell phone, use your house phone, or use an SIP program. Well, this has been our little explanations here of Talkshoe Live Pro, how to download it, install it, and some of the basics on it. My name is Logan, and you can find all of our video training tutorials at logansrunthepodcast.com and also at talkshoesupport.com. Until next time, have a great night.